All right. My experience with the witchcraft principality. And of course, in some of my shorts, you'll see the picture of it. I had an encounter with a hag witch this past week on my way out of town. And so I'm wondering where this sharp pain came from. I didn't feel like I was myself. I felt like, something had overtaken my body. And the pain was getting worse and worse all this week. I wasn't able to do what I like to do, with family, and different things like that because I kept feeling this pain. I was able to walk, but it was hard to sleep. It was hard to rest. Okay, then, one day I'm at breakfast and stuff like that. And then, I began to realize, the Lord starts showing me a circle of witches that had been praying. And he said it was 10 of them, 10 sets of covens of witches that were praying, and they were opening up a portal. Didn't know till later on through other folks revealing to I. That's why it pays to have other seers and prophets and folks around you that can discern as well and see what's going on. Realize they had, launched out, attacked, and they had brought out the big guns. So, you know who you are in God when they bring out the principality. They didn't bring out an imp for me or a sprite. They brought out the old hag witch. Let me tell you about the hag witch. Yes, it's that one that looks like it's, that gnarly looking witch with warts and stuff and haggers, baggers looking all like, literally witchy. Well, that is a real principality and it's old. Like I told you about the old demonic spirits, this one has been around since ancient times, medieval times. This is why the Grimm's fairy tales, that's why they were grim, because they were talking about this one in particular. Well, apparently she had came with a nice little knife, spiritual knife, and had stabbed me. And of course, if you are, really a feeler and you can discern what's around you, I had just that night before, before I went out of town, had been laying down and an angel was upon me. And didn't know all the time I was wrestling that the enemy was trying to attack me, that witch was trying to attack me, and managed to stab me in my back with a rustic ancient knife, an old knife with poison in it. And I wonder why on my way out of town, I'm feeling a greater pain in my back. It got worse where I couldn't function. And then it started to mess with, I felt spiritually I was out of it. Something's wrong. Something's not right. I'm trying to identify. This is why it's important to have a prayer life and discern spirits. Because you can pick up when something's not right in your body. Couldn't identify what it was. And then eventually it was revealed that it was the witch had, put a, literally a spiritual knife in my back and was causing physical pain. It was getting worse and worse and worse. And of course, an angel came and intervened and took it out. I'm still dealing with, slightly sharp pains in certain areas, but it's restoring itself. I feel like I'm coming to myself. But those you want to deal with these witches and warlocks and other demonic principalities, and if they come back at you and you're not fully equipped, bad things can happen to you. Things can happen and manifest in your life that you're not aware of. So this was our experience, and I've had other experiences. This is not just one. It's been many. Headaches, you wonder why you got a piercing headache. You got to be able to discern what spirit, what principality, what it is to, be able to counterattack. And some God will allow this to happen so we can tell others and help others on how to identify when you've been cursed, when you have spells, when the enemy has launched out a physical attack to afflict your body, afflict your mind. Then you're able to discern and counterattack and come against it. It's important in this season to discern. And it's important to know, your opponent for real. Know how he operates. Know how he comes against you. So this was my wonderful experience this past week. I wouldn't recommend it for no one because that pain was horrific. Literally. Physical pain. A manifestation of a demonic attack. And they are real. So don't think that when people say they're being attacked for real, they're being attacked for real. And if you don't know how to handle it, and you don't have people around you that can see and pray and discern, then you'll have some issues and some concerns. Then something bad might happen to you, not knowing. That's why those who engage in spiritual warfare, you better know what you're dealing with. You better know how to endure, and you better know how to counterattack and buffet the enemy and bind them up. It's not always easy because the higher you go in God, the worse it gets and the more powerful these demons are. So Keep praying with purpose and power. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you've had any experiences with any principalities, make sure you put in the comments, because I know I'm not the only one. And some of you, if you did not know, oh, that's what it was, now you know, boo. So you need to go ahead and just put that comment experience on there and comments, like and subscribe. Make sure you share this video, because this is a, experience, and this is a lesson learned to watch and pray and know your enemy, and know that if you're doing something for God, then he's going to come back and try to shut you down. So keep praying with purpose and power. More intel from the spirit world. So make sure you look for some more content and videos on more spirits that need to be exposed, because you need to know what's going on in this earth and in the spirit world, because they're not playing, not in this season.